Do you believe in conspiracy theories that the government has secret projects, experiments beyond your imagination?
Most are just rumors, but today's story is true.
This isn't the script for a horror movie. This was a real program by the United States Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA, a decades-long effort to find a way to completely control the human mind by any means necessary.
To understand why an insane project like MKUltra could come into existence, we have to go back to the early 1950s. On the surface, America was enjoying post-war prosperity. But beneath that peaceful veneer, the paranoia of the Cold War was simmering. The fear of communism spread like a plague, and in that context, a new terror emerged. An invisible weapon even more frightening than the atomic bomb: brainwashing. Stories of American prisoners of war returning from the Korean War with bizarre confessions sowed fear that the Soviet Union and China had successfully developed techniques capable of turning loyal soldiers into talking puppets.
Fearing they were falling behind in the brain warfare race, CIA Director Allen Dulles decided America must have its own program. On April 13, 1953, he officially ordered the launch of Project MKUltra, with the goal of finding a truth serum and methods of behavior control. But the fear of the Soviet Union was only part of the story, a perfect excuse. The true foundation of MKUltra was much darker, born from the ashes of the Third Reich.
After the war, the U.S. government secretly conducted Operation Paperclip, a program to recruit hundreds of Nazi scientists. Notably, this included individuals who had directly participated in inhuman medical experiments on prisoners at notorious concentration camps like Dachau. Instead of condemning and burying these methods, the CIA saw them as a valuable inheritance. Nazi knowledge of truth serums and medical torture
And so the CIA began large-scale experiments. They were conducted on thousands of people, from military volunteers to unwitting victims in mental hospitals, prisons, and even on CIA agents themselves. Many only realized they had been drugged when horrific hallucinations began to invade their minds.
But LSD was just the tip of the iceberg. The arsenal of MKUltra was incredibly diverse and brutal.
Doctors and scientists violated the Hippocratic Oath. Over 80 hospitals, universities, and prisons across the United States and Canada became secret laboratories for the CIA. The involvement of these academic and medical institutions shows that the corruption came not just from a few evil individuals, but was a systemic complicity. State power and secret funding easily eroded the ethical principles of the most respected professions, destroying faith not only in the government, but in the very pillars of society.
Among the many sub-projects, none demonstrated the CIA's unrestrained moral decline more perversely than Operation Midnight Climax. This was where the cover of national security was completely stripped away.
In the mid-1950s, the CIA established safe houses in New York and San Francisco. But in reality, these were brothels they funded and operated. Prostitutes were paid to lure men, often ordinary citizens, back to
project's mastermind, retired and never faced any charges.
The CIA's act of destroying the records wasn't just a cover-up. It was a strategic assault on the very foundation of accountability. It successfully ensured that while the truth could be revealed, justice could not be served. It set a terrifying precedent. An intelligence agency could operate above the law, commit crimes, and then erase the evidence, rendering the justice system powerless.
This raises a terrifying question. How many other projects like MKUltra will we never know about because their records were successfully destroyed?
The very act of destroying the records created a massive information vacuum, turning MKUltra into the holy grail of modern conspiracy theories. When the proven truth is more horrifying than fiction, it becomes easy to believe in theories that are even more insane. Many believe the project never truly ended, but was simply renamed and shifted into more sophisticated forms of operation.
The influence of MKUltra has spread deep into popular culture, becoming an endless source of inspiration. This obsession is not just the exploitation of a sensational story. It reflects a deep societal fear of losing autonomy and of invisible manipulation. MKUltra provided a real-life template for the greatest fear of the modern era, that our minds are not truly our own.
MKUltra was officially shut down, but its legacy, the distrust in government, the fear of what can happen in the shadows, and the question of science's ethical boundaries, remains intact.
The story of MKUltra is not just a history lesson. It is a warning for our digital age. The fear of crude brainwashing with LSD has been replaced by the fear of sophisticated manipulation through technology.
In today's world, with surveillance technology, artificial intelligence, and the ability to collect vast amounts of data, could a project like MKUltra happen again?
Or is it already happening?
MKUltra is one of the darkest chapters in modern history. What do you think about its legacy? Have we learned any lessons? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dives into the dark secrets of history.